Howdy, everybody. Welcome to the Brother Sister Show, a family owned and operated podcast where two siblings keep in touch by talking about movies. This week, we're talking about Dodgeball. Wait, it has a full title. A True Underdog Story. But before we get to that, how was your weekend?
It was pretty fun. Kayla's parents surprised us with a trip to Louisiana to gamble. Shreveport, I think that's how
How
you
long
say
does
it,
it
right?
take to drive there?
From College Station, it was like 4 hours,
Oh,
4 or 5, I think. Not too bad.
I don't know. When you told me that, I was like 10 hours or something.
Nah, I mean from San Antonio or from Austin,
Oh, maybe.
quite the drive. So yeah, we left Saturday morning. Spent It was my first time ever at a casino where I could gamble.
How was that?
So that was cool. Um, quite the story. So we get there, right? We go to a couple of casino. We did a casino hop, if you will.
Okay.
And Kayla's goal was to spend $20 only at each casino that we went to.
Okay.
Um,
Bold strategy, Cotton.
bold strategy. I pulled 300 at the beginning of the night, and I was like, I'll just spend that, whatever. Because I don't know, I don't know what mindset to go in as my first time. I don't. Have you ever been to a casino
Yeah,
since you
I've been
turned?
once. I think I
Okay,
want. I know I was up whenever I left. I don't know by how much. I want to say like 500. No, maybe not. I mean, it probably wasn't that much, but it was like it was more than I expected.
yeah, okay. So, I lose a lot of money. I lose a lot of
Mooney.
money
Mm-hmm.
fast, but then I get it up. Um,
Do you see how
this was
dangerous
like
it can be?
I do, and it was just like uh Percy Jackson. That in that
Oh my
Have you seen the
god.
movie or read the book?
Uh
It
huh.
was just like that. No windows, no clocks, nothing but
Oh
just
yeah,
bright
exactly.
lights and smoke.
And the scary part too is I don't know it's also there's multiple things that are scary about it. For me, the I want to say let's just say 200 is what I want. But I was down I think before we were about to leave and we were waiting for I went with my parents. And so we were waiting for dad to he was playing he usually plays poker, so we were waiting for
Yeah.
him to finish. And so my mom and and my grandma was there too. And I don't know if I should be like addressing you or if I should just say, well, like my because that's also your mother and your grandmother.
Whatever.
I don't know. Anyways, so we were like waiting for him, and I think I had like some money, and we were just like, let's just, or mom did, and we were like, well, let's just spend some. And so we did it real quick, and that's when we all like made our money
Mhm.
back. Was that one? I think we went to like maybe three slot machines, and we made all of our money back just with that like 5 seconds. Or not
That's
five,
how
it
they
was like
get you.
10 minutes before we were
It's
about
like
to
they
leave.
know.
It's fucking weird. And then the second scary thing is how much I was like, this feels like a familiar time because it made me think of like an arcade. So like Chuck E. Cheese and yeah, but
And
with real
and they
money.
definitely try to make it feel like that as much as possible. Just like the
Exactly.
ridiculous games,
The
you're not playing
lights.
with money, you're playing with credits,
Mm-hmm.
and a credit is a cent. They really I saw through it all. Like going through, walking
Were
around,
you
I was
excited
like,
about the free drinks though?
I didn't know that was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it was kind of hard to get those free drinks.
Yeah, of course.
So,
Mm-hmm.
uh, I had a couple of gin and tonics. Very good. Um, but yeah, so I'm down. Not a whole lot. I mean, I said a lot, but I lost it very fast, and I was like, okay, I need to chill. Like I lost maybe $80, which not too bad. And I think I went into with the mindset of like I'm not here to make money, you know.
Like when you spend the 300, it's gone. Like once you take it out of that cash or
Yeah,
whatever, once you put it into that credit, It's gone.
Yeah, you have to like you can't be married to the money you pull out, I think.
Hmm.
And I really wasn't. So uh towards the end of the night, like maybe 1 or 2 in the morning, uh Kayla and I, up and down.
1 or 2 in the morning.
Kayla was down $100. She was done, and I was maybe down 40 or something. Yeah, around 40. And Kayla was really tired, and so she was like laying down at a table outside of the casino. It was a Margaritaville, and we were just chilling there for an hour. And then she like kind of woke up and was like, "Yeah, we gotta not be lame." So we went in just to watch her parents and her family gamble. And then I was like, "All right, just $20. I'll just put more bucks in." And so I was losing, and Kayla's like, "Come on, like you're just gonna keep on losing." So I was like, "Whatever." I walked off to a slot that I wanted to go to, and Kayla's like, "That one looks lame." I won like $140, so I won both of our money back, and I think like a little extra. But I won like 169 or whatever. So we ended the night off great. Then next morning we went to Waffle House, which is an experience.
I've never been, but I've heard.
Yeah, it's
Have you seen that
scary.
TikTok where somebody's like, "Have you been to like you should go to Waffle House?" And they're like, "Oh, do they have good food? No. Do they have good service? No.
No,
Can you guarantee that there won't be like hair in the food? No.
no,
Is it a good?" It's like, will you get in a reasonable time? No. It's like everything is no. But it's an experience.
definitely an experience. I don't know if I was just really, really hungry or a little bit of like hangover, but I really enjoyed the waffles. Everything else was waffles really good. But Kayla wanted to go to one more casino that morning, so we went to one more. Um, and I was up. I had like made back my earnings and also Kayla's, or I had made back my losses and Kayla's. So I like we were even. I think we were up $12, and her brother was like, "Hey, here's 20. Like I can't go in, so like gamble for me, whatever, you know." And I lost that really fast. And Kayla was like, "Can I have that 12 just to like because I don't have anything else."
Mhm.
She didn't want to spend her own money just winning, so I was like, "Yeah, sure." She made like $48 on that and made up for all the money that I lost, like her brother's money, and I was down like $80 at this point, maybe.
Mm.
Uh, and then slowly made it all back, and back to the exact point where we were at, maybe like 35 cents over. So I had 112 and like some change, and then we were leaving, and Kayla and her mom were like, "Oh, I should go to the restroom before we leave." So they went to the restroom, and I was with them, and I had those $2, and I was like,
Might as
"These are
well.
these are quarter slots, might as well." And these are like the old ones, like the actual spinning ones. And Kayla,
Hmm.
the whole morning was like, "Those don't do those. Those are bad." So I put a buck in, I lose it real fast. I put another one, $15,
There
and
you
I was
go.
like, "That's it, we're done." So, um, moral of the story: don't go to a casino, or do. You could win money. I
I
don't know.
would say, I don't know. I mean, I would say know yourself, right? But also, I mean, I went once and it was fun. I mean, it was it was one in it was south. I forgot what we call it, whatever it is, but it was like not fun. I mean, it wasn't like I don't know if any casinos are fun, but it was like a bunch of old people. Like for me, like I liked the music and I kept singing along to it and dancing. And I was looking at my like mom and I was like, why is nobody having fun? She's like, they're like it's like their job. They're like on a
Yeah,
mission. And I was like, oh okay, well that's kind of boring.
yeah, it's like Wall Street for them. I don't know.
That's how it felt like. It was like so. There was such a serious vibe, and I did not like it. Um, I'd go again though. I think it's one of those like at least for me because I am very impulsive and I can't do it more than once. But I think it's a thing where like, oh, we should go for a day. I'd save up and then, you know, that would be it.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah, or like
definitely
once a
see the
year because I
appeal.
think it was it was a long time ago actually. I don't know exactly
I
when, but
I see the appeal. I get how people get lost in it,
mhm.
and I could like that morning, the morning after when I was like I was down 80. I was like, I feel like this is the one. Like I remember thinking that, and then I was like about to put in the fifth 20 or whatever. And I was like, this is not healthy. This is not good. This is like this is how people they get people.
Yeah,
And
it's scary.
yeah, I could feel myself, you know, feeling like the people around me, all the old people, because it was pretty early. It was like 10 or 11.
I feel like too, I don't know, maybe because I think I was just like too excited, and so people could like, sniff me
Mm,
out, which is not that fun. I was like, I don't know, it just went like it felt. I don't know. I felt like maybe I felt like I was at a Chuck E. Cheese and I wasn't. Like I had Chuck E. Cheese energy. Everybody else had like fucking Golden Corral energy, Cracker Barrel
yeah,
energy.
yeah. One thing I wanted to mention is like just the amount of smoking that happens.
Oh
Is that
yeah,
like just the only place in the world
I think so.
or only place in America that like smoking indoors is still cool? Because like
Maybe
my head hurt the morning after for sure.
I
And
forgot
like
about that. Yeah,
I can't imagine going in without a mask because I wore a mask, just because,
because of that.
just cause. But yeah, I can't imagine going into a casino ever and not wearing a mask just because of the amount of smoke. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, and that's when I went was before COVID. Oh, sorry, no, I'm yawning so much. And so there was no, like now, even if I mean, you should still because of the whole like Delta variant, you should wear a mask. But um, back then, if I had access to as many masks as I do now, then yeah, 100%, I'd wear a mask the entire time because
Yeah,
it's
I
so
felt.
gross in there.
Yeah, yeah, oof.
Ashtrays at every single fucking slot machine.
Yeah. Even just like the residue, whatever. Just the ash was like just all over the place. I
Gross.
just, yeah, it was gross.
Well,
But yeah, that was it. So I made like 150.
that's
So
not
not
bad.
not too
I
bad.
mean, makes you feel like if you if you lost a bunch or if you were like down 150, it still wouldn't be that bad, but at least you're up. What did you do
Yeah.
with all that money?
Bought a webcam.
There you go.
Bought a webcam. Bought dinner. Uh, what else I was gonna say about this experience?
When's the
I
next
don't
time you'd
remember.
want to go?
I don't think I ever want to go gambling in Louisiana again.
Would you go to where the
I go to
fuck is it
Vegas.
called? Eagle Pass. The
Sure.
one here?
Yeah.
I think it's fun. It depends on who you go with. Like if you and Kayla were like, "Oh, do you want to go with me?" Then yeah, of course. But if it was like I don't know, a bunch of old people on a bus or something. No, 100%
Yeah.
no.
It's definitely like you need to go with a good group of people. I had
Yeah,
fun. We had
I
fun.
had fun when I went with like our parents and grandma. That was fun. I had a good time.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a good first time experience. Hadn't been to Louisiana other than like just driving through.
I didn't even know they had. I guess I should have known, but I didn't know they had casinos. I know people. I know there's one in Oklahoma. Maybe we can do that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. Um. Oh, I was gonna say I only did slots too. I didn't do any
Yeah, the other stuff
tables.
scares me. I don't understand it.
I do, and it's just I didn't want to. I don't know. I didn't want
I
to. I
have
didn't.
this fear of like dealers, like being mad at me.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like they're like, I'm like, hit me, and they're like, you sure you want to do that? I'm like, I don't. Can
stupid
you tell
idiot.
me what to do? I have no idea. I don't
Well,
want to.
it
I don't
depends.
want you
Like
to be mad at me.
some dealers are really nice and they'll help you. Others are like, I'm not gonna help you.
Yeah, I
Like
don't want the
are really.
judgment.
Yeah, the thing that was like that prevented me from going to play blackjack or any of those like to a table is I wouldn't know how to leave.
Okay. I'm so glad you said that because
I would
I wouldn't know either. Because
I
I'm
wouldn't know.
somebody that will like at a party, if somebody talks to me and I don't really want to talk to them. I'm like, I don't, is it rude to just, because what I usually do is I'll just walk away or I'll be like, I'll be right back. And then I just never go back. Like, I
I gotta
can't
use the
do that
restroom.
at a casino. I'll be right back and then take all my chips. Or
Yeah.
like when you go to a market and you're looking and you're like, I'll be back.
Yeah, I just need to go get some cash. I need to pull.
I feel like I've
Yeah,
done that at a table before. They're like, "Oh, you want to seat?" And I'm like, "Or you want me to deal you in?" And I'm like, I'll be right back."
I don't know. I just like that prevented me for sure because I was
That's so funny.
like
Yeah.
if I won big, I couldn't. Like I know it's not. It's like frowned upon to leave immediately. It's like I'm done. Slots,
Yeah.
you like you win a little bit, and you're like I don't. I'm gonna move to a next one.
And there's no
So
interaction. That's the thing, like, I don't care about what people like in my if people know who I am, I don't really care what they think, but strangers, yeah, 100%. I need them to like me instantly.
yeah.
Oh, and then
So
you have to tip them too, right? And I wouldn't do that. And I'd be like,
oh,
I feel like I'd leave and Sebastian would be like, "You're supposed to tip them." And I'm like, "Fuck, I don't, what do I do?"
5 minutes later. Here you go, by
Uh,
the way.
and I don't know how much the chips are, so it's $1. It's 25 cents.
That's funny. Yeah, just slots. Oh, and I don't know if it's just like too nerdy, too much nerd shit, but I just saw straight through it. I was like, this is just an algorithm
Oh
telling
my
me
God. Of course. Everybody knows
to
that.
win, and it was just like that too. I guess I hadn't really thought about it, and why I like the mechanical ones a little bit more. It's just
Oh,
like this is
you're
all.
like, it feels like it's luck.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why don't you hack into the system then, Anthony?
That's what I was thinking about too when I was just like mindlessly
You're like, you know
idiot
what?
credits,
I
idiot
could have done
credits.
Ocean's 12.
I could have done it.
I have like 4 people at the top of my head
Give me a
that I could
Raspberry
ask.
Pi. Um, I
And
don't know.
some
It,
time.
it was it was weird. Just like this is just all. I guess there's some luck to it, but it just feels so fake.
Well, I did go to an arcade
Oh yeah, I was like,
and I was down $50.
I couldn't
I
tell if you
tried
meant like recently
no,
or if
like
you
this
just like.
weekend.
Oh okay. How was that?
Uh well, it was in a movie theater.
Oh
And it
okay.
was Cibolo. You've been to Cibolo. We went early, a little bit early, and I was
Mm,
like, I want to play some of the games, and we didn't win anything because I know it's smarter to do the ones, or maybe it's not. I don't know. This is my strategy. Is I feel like it's smarter to do the ones where you can like instantly win rather than the ticket ones, which I know is probably you probably should switch it, but yeah, I don't know. I like the immediate satisfaction of winning like something from a crane or something. But obviously, I didn't win anything because
yeah.
those are fucking rigged. And then we played one of those where you have to like stop it at the right time so it can push a prize out. And of course, that's fucking
Mm.
rigged too.
Yeah, arcades feel like like even worse than casinos now.
Casino Juniors, yeah.
Yeah, because at least at casinos or like slots, you'll win actual money. Arcades, you'll get like a cheap ass ring or some candy.
Some
Anyways, that was our twenty
sweethearts.
minute TED talk on casinos.
Oh, that was 20 minutes.
But
Oh,
uh,
I.
more importantly,
Mhm.
I caught up. Kayla and I caught up on This Is Us.
Oh, okay. That
Is that
was
what you were gonna talk about?
no, but I forgot about that.
What were you gonna say?
Another Cinderella story.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Did you
We'll
watch
we'll
it?
quickly talk about we'll quickly talk about that because it was stupid,
So,
man.
which one do you like more? Is my first question.
The other one, Hillary
Okay.
Duff.
But what is your favorite scene from the second one, and why is it when they're dancing at each other in the mirror?
That was so stupid, man. Who
Oh,
who in their
I
right
just want to
mind?
be. I just know whoever wrote this movie was like, when they thought of it, they're like, I'm a fucking genius. Like, you know, when you go to dance studios and there's mirrors, and on the other side, it's a one way mirror, and people are like, no, I don't know. That doesn't happen. That's not a thing. Is it? I don't think it is. That feels weird. What do they
Maybe.
do on the other side?
Yeah, I don't know. Watch it. I don't know. All of these movies felt so stupid. I was like, not angry because I was watching it while I was working, but I was, what are you doing, man? Like, I don't get this dude's appeal. Like, is he really a pop star?
Do you
If
recognize
so,
his
how?
voice?
No, who,
So
who
for the
that?
first, I think the first High School Musical, maybe the second one too, but I think specifically the first one, he I think they mixed his and Zac Efron's voice, like singing
Why?
voice. So he is more of
Oh,
Troy Bolton's voice in the first first installment of High School Musical.
that does nothing for me. I don't.
Fun fact.
I did not like this movie. The whole competition felt pointless.
Her
Um,
dancing, oh, so good. So good. You know, when I think who's the actress that I want to play a dancer, it's Selena Gomez.
it is almost every single time.
Hmm.
If I,
She's known for her singing and her acting and her dancing.
I absolutely hated the sisters,
Mm.
especially the one with the braces.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm. It's
hate.
because you're scarred by braces. Are you the one that had them for like 10 years?
Yeah, it wasn't 10 years, but it was a long time, and we don't have to talk about it.
Sorry.
It was a dumb movie, and I'm upset that I had to watch it.
All right. This is us.
This
Spoilers
is
for
us.
This Is Us if you're not caught up.
Yeah, spoilers, major. So
Fuck
for those of
Toby.
you, yeah, Toby's out.
First and
Toby's gone.
foremost.
Are we glad? Kinda,
Very glad.
kind of glad. He's kind of been like during the bachelor party. He made it all about himself. He just made everything about
Oh,
himself.
did he? What did
Yeah,
they
it
do
was
for their bachelor
annoying.
party?
So they went to the cabin,
Oh, yes.
and Uncle Nicky was like, "Are you sure you even like? Why are you marrying her?"
Mm-hmm.
And Toby was the first person who was gonna try to make him feel better, and he was just talking. He just was not a good bachelor for the bachelor party. He was
He also,
not
I don't know, he'd also just like
the worst.
hated, he was, yeah, because he was uh stay home father for like 2 days, it felt like,
Yeah, I
and then he
really
hated
didn't
it.
care about his experience.
I really didn't. I was like, just shut the fuck up and be a dad. Like, how hard is it? Like, and also I mean, I know that it's like during, maybe I feel, because sometimes, at least during the show, there's like circumstances that we can't imagine, right? And during this season, obviously, they took into account COVID. And I mean, I didn't lose my job and I didn't have kids during COVID, but like, I understood, like we had to do what we all had to do. And I feel like there was a point in time where all of us were like, sure, we're going through shit, but like, we just gotta do what we gotta do. At least you're not fucking dead. And he just complained the entire time that he has to spend time with his kids
Yeah, that
and that
was
his
so
kids are
annoying.
alive and healthy and that he has to take care of them. Toby, fuck you. I fucking hate him. I don't know. He was
But
just the worst, especially because whenever Kate was like, I don't like when he got a job offer finally, and she's like, yeah, but like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to move. And he said,
yeah,
well, I wish I would have asked you because we're moving.
tough luck.
Oh, I forgot about that. Because then she told him that, and he's like, you know what? You're right. We won't. And then he fucking accepted the job offer.
Oh yeah, that was annoying. Everything Toby does, dumb. Kevin no longer gonna, well, obviously not marry what's her nuts, but
Good
Kate gets
call.
remarried.
That was the twist, is that they made us think. They're like, you know what? Those fucking idiots that watch this are not going to know that
And
this
they're right.
wedding's not for Kevin. And yeah, they played me like a fucking piano because I did not know. I hate that. So I think I've said this so much, like so many times, but I hate and love when I know they like I have had the exact journey that they want me to have. And I thought every single thing that they were like, Livia, that fucking little idiot, she's gonna go along with this. No, I'm kidding. But it
Yeah,
was
they
great. I loved it.
completely got me sidetracked. Uh, Uncle Nicky's gonna get married, or I don't know to who. Maybe that lady that he had that fling with when she was when they were younger. I
Oh,
don't
I
remember
forgot
her
about
name
her. Yeah,
because he was googling her. Uh,
Rebecca makes
yeah,
everything about herself.
yeah.
No
Well, I
surprise.
mean, she kind of was like, you know, I just want to hear about your mom, Randall. I don't know.
She's still forcing him though. Like I think he would have
Yeah,
understood that. I don't know. I just don't really like her either.
yeah. I'm excited. I did like the part in the last episode when she was talking about like I can't really picture like your dad fitting in our lives anymore.
Did you see that?
Yeah,
I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, that's sad. I think that's
yeah,
like also, or I hear that a lot when people are like they get to a point after somebody passed away that they can't even like remember how they sound. Ari.
yeah. That part's scary because I haven't experienced grief like that or a loss like that. So that's kind of a new thing that a new idea that the show introduced to my brain.
And I mean, obviously, I don't think they can ever simulate that, like losing somebody that important in your life. But I think they do a good job of at least making you feel somewhat it. Like I feel like I can actually like the same thing we were talking about. I think last episode, where it makes something that's really abstract to you until you experience it very tangible. That's what they do really well.
True.
Oh, like the episode where when how Rebecca's like going through the whole like I forgot what it is, but I think she has like Alzheimer's or
Alzheimer's.
dementia, like that, how they show you how it happens and how confused they make the audience. That was really good.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
How much they make us hate Toby. I don't know if they intended for me to hate him as much as I do, but I truly hated him.
I don't know, but I'm excited for the next season to see how everything plays out because it'll be the last one, and they'll do
Yeah.
a good job. I hope they've done
And
a
I
great job so far.
Yeah, and I think it's time. I think well, I'm obviously sad because I like it a lot, but I'm glad they're ending it. I think they'll do it well. They have space and they have a really good storyline to like finish it off well. And what I was telling, well, I guess we can move into like what we want to happen in this next season and what we were saying. We were talking to Kayla about this, or I was talking to her about this, where I feel like the show started off really well with a really strong love story in like seeing Rebecca and Jack like throughout their lives, but also just like them falling in love, having kids, getting married, all that. And I hope because they have a really good chance, I feel like, to do this with Kate, and I already forgot that guy's name, but the British guy. I hope we get to see how that blossoms because I feel like like Kate just within that like split second of seeing her in that episode, just watch him run around. Just seeing him a split second or seeing her a split second in that episode, you know that she's so much happier. Because
Yeah,
I feel like she's not a woman that would ever, if something like what she had with Toby failed, that she would ever go into something else that she wouldn't think would be it. And I
that's
feel
true.
like they did a good switcheroo of making us feel like maybe in season 1 and 2 they made us feel like Toby was you know comparable to Jack, but fuck him, no he's not, and maybe this guy is, and that's what I mean. Like I think that they bringing in another Jack like person would be nice.
Oh, I see.
Does that make
Yeah,
sense? Like I feel like that's a good way to end it, where they set up her like how like they have like this story is Rebecca and Jack's kind of, and this is their family setting up that for her, that she has a great love story and a great like start to her story.
that would be really cool. Yeah, I'd like that. I don't know. I don't really have any expectations or wants. I'm just excited to see because they keep on surprising and keep on making good shit. So I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to it.
I also love Randall. I think I like last season I was just really annoyed by him. I'm He's
yeah,
doing great.
yeah, he's content. You can tell he's doing good.
We went to therapy, which is what we all
Yeah,
need to do.
indeed.
All right. This has been a long intro.
Yeah, let's get to the break.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. What?
A group of misfits enter a Las Vegas dodgeball tournament in order to save their cherished local gym from the onslaught of a corporate health fitness chain in Dodgeball, a true underdog story. Directed and written by Rawson Marshall Thurber, wild name, starring Ben Stiller, Christine Taylor, and Vince Vaughn.
Critics give it a 6.7 out of 10 on IMDb, a 71% on Rotten Tomatoes, and a 55 on Metacritic.
Better
So,
than I thought, honestly.
really?
I don't know. I feel like movies like this that I love, people like critics usually are like, no, it's not good.
Uh, I this is a classic right there. I don't
Pretty
know how it's
objectively
getting
good,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, critics don't know what they're talking about. Are we critics?
Ooh. Yeah, how does one? Do you have to like write for somebody?
We talk for people.
Hmm.
Let
We
us know.
talk for people? Who? Who do we talk for?
I don't know.
Ourselves? Um, I don't think we're critics. No. But if it matters, I give this movie 100%. Love it.
I do too. Yeah, it's definitely a unique movie. I don't think I've ever seen. Probably, I doubt I'll see another movie like this one.
I mean, maybe I feel like somebody's going to yell at me saying that this is not the blueprint for silly sports movies, but I feel like it is cuz like all the movies I can think of that I love that are similar to this come after it. So like the tennis one, remember that? I forgot what it was called.
7 Days
Um
in Hell.
yeah, that one. There's Blades of Glory, which I also love, but I feel like that one is probably not as good as this one. Um the ping
Balls
pong
of
one.
Fury.
Yeah, Balls of Fury. That's a good one. I just feel like this movie is the blueprint for those. It does it perfectly.
Just the ridiculous, everything, every tiny detail.
And
There's
it's
just
done
so much that
so
works.
well.
Yeah,
Like I hadn't seen this movie in a long I don't know the last time you saw it, but I haven't seen it in a long time. And I was
same.
expecting to be like, some parts to be cringy or some parts to not be as funny, but it's solid throughout. Even now, like I didn't have any part where I was like, oh, I wish I could skip through that. It's
Yeah,
hilarious. Still, I laughed the entire time.
yeah. I mean, the every character. I mean, you just get into your points. Just go for it.
So I can't even imagine trying to sell this movie, right? So you go into a studio and you're like, hey, so I want to make a movie where a bunch of grown men play dodgeball. And they're not just men, they're not just a group of men, though. There's a high schooler, there's a guy that owns a gym, there's a guy that's very, loves rules, but his wife hates him. There's a pirate. Like, there's there's a guy that thinks he's a pirate. Oh, and the coach is an ex dodgeball champion, and he throws wrenches at them to practice.
Played by Rip Torn.
Exactly.
Drinks his own piss. Like the list goes on.
Yeah, and then he dies because he dies in a casino, a place that you love, Anthony. Um, he died doing what he loved. Yeah, I just can't. Can you imagine trying to like tell somebody like, can you please help me make this movie?
Give me your money so I can make this movie. Yeah, that's a
Sure,
that's a tough sell, but I think
it
way
fucking
worth the
works.
money, way worth the time, so much.
And I
There's
wonder
so many.
too.
good lines.
Well, I think it has to do with good lines. I wonder if it has to do with like my big thing about this movie is so many big bold characters working together. And it's not like I mean we've already mentioned this in this episode, but Oceans, where they're all very distinct, but I wouldn't call them all bold. Like I wouldn't say that they all have sort of a thing attached to them, but this one is so different because they're so outlandishly, the other than like maybe Vince Vaughn and then Christine Taylor, all of them are just like like caricatures of, I don't even want to say real people. I don't even think they're real, but they're all like very distinct,
Hmm.
and they just, I don't know how, but they work so well together in this team movie. Like one doesn't overshadow the other. They're both they're both so outlandish, but they feel like they live in the same universe. Like it's, I don't understand how they did it.
And they
I don't
each
get
have
it.
their own moments
Mhm.
where they
Exactly.
like redeem themselves, or like they they get what they're after. You know, they all do it.
Or they just have their own like comedic moments. So there's like the pirate guy when he leaves to have his like little breakdown, and the other guy's like, they're trying to explain like, and Steve the pirate's gone, and he was like, "There's a guy that dresses as a pirate on our team," and he's the one that's in love with that girl, and like he felt like he could have so easily just been just like a kind of a doormat character, or like
Hmm.
somebody that did like a, because he was supposed to be the team manager, right? Like, but they gave him such funny roles, and they didn't, and even with such huge character, not characters but actors in this movie, it still felt um like Ben Stiller was obviously like one of the stars of this movie, and he was such a big highlight of it, but he wasn't the only person that had great moments, like great funny moments in this. And even the commentators, I don't know the other guy's name, but Jason Bateman is so good in this movie, and I feel like that's like one of the first times I'd seen him in something.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So good. Yeah, I don't know how you, that I would want to know from the writer director how the fuck he did that. Like, did he know? And also, how do you cast that? It feels like
Yeah.
all these people are just so, they're so perfect in their roles. Well, I think I did read that a lot of them, like Ben Stiller, Vince Vaughn, Justin Long, like those actors, I think the director said that he wrote those parts for them specifically.
Mm.
So I get that, because I mean, you're writing them with them in mind, but like with the other characters, I just don't. I don't know. I just, that's when I know a movie's good, is when like I'm trying to think of how they did it and my head starts hurting. I have no idea.
Or you try to imagine someone else playing that character. Like no one else could be Steve the pirate.
No,
No one could be any of those characters, but the actor that, like, no one could be Gordon. It's just so
no.
perfect. Rip Torn is absolutely perfect. Like
Oh
there's
my god, he's
so
so
many
good.
lines of his that I just absolutely love. Where it's like, "Is it necessary to drink my own piss? No,
But
but
it's
it's
sterile, and
sterile
I
and I
like the
like the
taste.
taste."
See, okay, that I feel like there's so many things that we've said just in our family, just constantly. I should have taken note of what it was in this movie, but there was something, I think the way he says like touche, like we do that too. Like there's certain things in this movie that I didn't realize we get from this movie.
Oh, so
And
much.
it's one of those where I watch it and I'm like, did they just like, did we just basically just take our entire sense of humor from these movies? I
Yeah,
feel like we did.
definitely,
At least for me.
most definitely.
Because I was like, man, this movie, watching it, it feels like it was made for me. But then I'm like, wait, I think I've just like formed my personality to this movie.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of, oh man. I feel like you could spend a whole episode just on the stupid stuff that they say, like the uh, it's a bold strategy cut, like that
Oh
line.
yeah, so
That's
oh, that, because that's what they're gonna forfeit too.
yeah,
Or
like
even
the
the other day, yesterday, I don't know why, what we were watching, and we weren't even talking. I think we didn't even like mention that we were gonna do dodgeball, and somebody mentioned something about, oh, you weren't there. Somebody mentioned something about, oh no, maybe you were, about a bylaw.
no.
Were you there? And we were like,
I
it's a bylaw. We just kept yelling that.
I don't remember. I could have
But it
been.
happens all the time.
It
I feel like it
does.
was probably just this weekend and you weren't here, but somebody said it, and that's all I hear is William Shatner yelling, "It's a bylaw!" So fucking good.
Thank you,
I
Chuck
love this movie
Norris.
so much.
Yeah, yeah. This movie has entirely shaped my sense of humor. Definitely our families. I don't know.
It also another thing that I was thinking of when I was watching it is I can't remember the last time I saw Ben Stiller in something, and I just always forget how funny he is.
Oh my gosh.
I feel
Yeah.
like now too that now that he's older, he plays more of a dad in every
Hmm.
role that I see him in. And the thing I keep thinking of is Night at the Museum, and he's good in that, but he's not White Goodman, right? And in this movie, it's just I want him to do another thing like this because I think he's
He's
also like that in Arrested Development. He kind of has a character like that where he's
yeah.
kind of like wacky.
He just goes all out. I mean, like
Yeah, he
the
this that if I mean I think a lot of these roles are irreplaceable, but I feel like somebody could have done it okay, like well enough. But this movie, I feel like, or his role specifically, I can't imagine anybody doing it.
yeah. I think Vince Vaughn's character is easily replaceable.
Yeah, I mean, he has his own. Vince Vaughn has his own little quirks that he brings to each role, just the way he talks and his voice and his tallness, like certain
He is
things
an
that are
average
just very
Joe.
yeah, he's just very it's very distinctly him. But you can't get another person to
Wait,
do that character.
the with the like his painting where he's taking life by the horns, taking the bull by the horns. Uh the
Or
whole
even the
pizza
pizza
thing.
thing.
Yeah.
So I read some of the fun facts just cuz I was curious.
Uh-huh.
And do you know who the voice of that video is?
No, I don't.
Patton Oswalt.
Really?
He's that, and at the beginning whenever he's like reading off all the things that Vince Vaughn character like what he needs to return to the video store, that's also Patton Oswalt.
Oh.
You can
Okay.
kind of tell if you watch it again.
Yeah, okay. That's funny.
But I learned that. Oh, because I'm sure you know this, but Ben Stiller and Christine Taylor. So the girl that plays Vince Vaughn's love interest, she's married to Ben Stiller.
I did not know that.
Yeah, they've been married for a while. Well, I think I was looking up because I was like, are they still married? And like weirdly, they were separated in 2017, but then I saw on their Wikipedia that they've gotten back together as of this year. So I think they did that just for this episode. So congrats to them.
Congrats. I'm glad we could announce that.
I'm sure that like how I would like to imagine is that I don't know if they have kids, but she just like like maybe the kids were like I want to watch Dodgeball and they like watched it and she's like fell in love with him all over again.
Nobody makes me
Um
bleed my own blood.
I forgot.
There's so much that he
His
says.
outfit. Oh my god. I told Sebastian, why didn't you wear that to our first date? So
uh,
angry.
uh, the when he's reading the dictionary, she's like,
WHITE.
she's like, "Are you reading a dictionary?" I like to make my brain sweat, or just like do something like that.
I like to make my brain.
There's
You know
something.
what made me laugh like harder than I don't know why, like I don't think it's made me laugh this hard, and I've seen this movie many a times, is when Patches like is he first meets Vince Vaughn's character and he goes to the parking lot to like meet like talk to him, and Vince Vaughn's like, "Okay, crazy guy," and he's like, "I'm crazy, but I ain't a guy." I rewind I had to rewind it so because I could not stop laughing. It was so goddamn funny. There's just certain parts of this movie that just like when you watch it, did they just hit you at certain times? Because I didn't
Yeah.
even like I think I didn't even pay attention. I was so obsessed with Patches this time watching it that I didn't even pay attention to White Goodman that much. Oh, but the reason I brought up that they're married is because one of the fun facts I saw is obviously like a bunch of cameras and stuff like a lot of stuff were broken or got hit because of the nature of the movie. But it said that Ben Stiller also hit her in the face, like because he does it in the movie, but I think he actually like accidentally did it.
Oops.
I'd be so mad. That's another thing I was thinking about is how logistically how much of a nightmare that the dodgeball scenes must have been to shoot.
Oh yeah. Even the wrench scenes. That's the part that made me laugh a lot harder this time. Was watching Justin Long get hit by the wrench the first time.
I saw too. Oh, and a fun fact I saw about that one is that so they were all rubber. Obviously, they look very real, but they were rubber. But the first one that he hit him with was, I think, a little bit harder than the rest of them. So it actually, like, I think it cut him like on his eyebrow
Mm.
because he actually hit him in the face.
Yeah, that because I felt like that scene where he's like in agony and everyone's just like watching.
It
It
felt
just felt
so
like
real,
so long too.
so real. Yeah, I need to see if because Justin Long has a podcast. I need to see if he's had any of them on.
Mm,
Because
that
if
would be
there's, I feel like, I don't know if you have this too, but there's certain actors where, like, I feel like people have they have very obvious movies that they want to ask them questions about. But sometimes with certain actors, I have like specific ones. I mean, I feel like everybody would talk to them about Dodgeball, but I'd have like the dumbest questions, be like, so I just want to know how those Dodgeball scenes like worked out. That would
if
be my
they
main question.
like. What do you mean if they actually
Did
got
they
hit
have
in the
body
face?
doubles? Did they actually play? Like how did they determine, like, did they choreograph all of those hits? Did they just kind of were like, well, just do it feels natural. I mean, I know certain ones, like whenever they needed one person to be the only, like, the I forgot his name, but the guy, the nerdy one, how he was supposed to be the only one on the court. Like, I know that was supposed to be, that
Gordon.
was, yeah, Gordon, that he was staged, but like I don't know, I just don't understand that part of it. Also, like my other questions too are just, I think I just have questions about comedies in general. But is all of that written? Like all of those little jokes that, like, you know, that's a bold strategy cotton, or him saying, he likes to drink his own piss. Like, is that like who, I wonder if it's just because the actors are so good at what they do that to me it just feels like he just said that and everybody was like, okay. Or if the writing is so good that, I don't know, I think it's a mixture of all of that, but I want to know. That's such an annoying question people ask all the time, though, is how much did you guys improvise?
Yeah, I know it's like. I mean, I'm sure it depends on the movie and how well the actor gets into the character. Because
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, another thing too is how, like, how do you, I don't know how they could do that. I just don't know how they could do that movie and not just laugh the entire time. Because I'm so I mean, I'm sure it's different because it's also like when we watch it, it's so edited, but I'd be so entertained the whole time. Like this,
Yeah.
like imagine, I would be so fucking, I would be like shitting myself because I'm like, I don't want to ruin any takes. But imagine being one of the players or even just one of the people at the bar whenever they first come in and they're like,
Mm,
like, how can you see that and you don't just like
lose your mind.
cry laughing? Yeah, I don't get it. Or I don't know. I want to go through. I feel like I would be so annoying if I knew somebody in this movie because I would be like wanting to watch it with them and try to guess which lines were written or not. Because one of the lines I don't think is written, but made me laugh a lot too, was whenever she threw the dodgeball at the guy in the bar, and it before it cuts the scene, he's like, "I think that guy's dead,"
I think that guy's
and then it cuts.
dead. Yeah. Uh
So good.
there's in that bar scene. I didn't really remember this the last time I watched it.
Mm.
But there's like that confusing argument that White and Peter have where he's just like repeating what he's saying. But there was like this cut where Peter's just like but for like 5 seconds.
I
I
think I know
just
what you're
like
talking about.
randomly thrown in there. I didn't remember that.
He's like, "Did you know I thought that you would think that I thought you what you thought?"
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
It works so well. Or and then what Sebastian? Or no, I think I was talking to you about it. Just everything. It. I just hate. I hate and love when movies are so like just have like a random assortment of shit. Because when
Yeah.
I write stuff for my like by myself, I feel like I edit it so much, and I don't know. I'm like, well, I want to put this in there, but it feels like so out of place. So
Yeah.
I don't know if it feels stupid. Like, I can't imagine writing a movie and being like, and then Chuck Norris puts his thumbs up. Like, I would feel so stupid. So how do you get out of your head for that? Or
Yeah,
Lance Armstrong is in an airport and tells Peter to not feel bad because he was like, when I had cancer twice in we said my lungs, testicles, and head all at the same time. Like,
I'm
like,
sure
how do
whatever
you?
life threatening disease he's
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
something like that. Yeah, I can't even imagine just writing this. Mad props to
So
Mr.
good.
Thurber.
Yeah, and that's why I like, even though I feel like we're just talking about our favorite parts, it's nice to reflect on movies like this because I feel like a lot of people, when you love a movie so much, you never really ask why, or you never look into like what parts of it make you like it. And I feel like this movie, I think it's so complicated that it feels so simple,
Yeah,
if
it's
that
it's
makes
such a
sense.
it's also such a feel good movie. I mean that Vince Vaughn's like his gym is going down. He signs it over to White, and we know that, and we kind of forget about it.
Mm.
And then White reminds us, and then oh wait, Peter came in clutch, won the quick 5 mil, and then all is good.
Can you
Like it's
imagine
such
doing that though? Putting all that money on one bet?
right. I barely I could I could barely stomach putting 20 into a
20.
spot. Putting
He
100,000.
knew, but he believed in his team.
Yeah, that's the moral. And then White ends up back where he started, which is hilarious. Fucking Chuck Norris.
And I was still sad about it. Poor
Yeah.
guy.
Ugh,
Well,
perfect movie, I
if you
think.
could make a movie, a comedy with a sport, which one would you do?
That's so hard. Maybe kickball. Kickball would be because like I would want to do ping pong. But ping pong is
Been done.
already yeah, it's been done.
I know what I'd do.
I don't know if there's any kickball ones. Kickball would be kind of cool. What would you do?
Cup stacking.
Oh, cup stacking.
100%.
Interesting.
Or the Rubik's Cube people.
Rubik's cube
I did
people would
see
be
a
cool.
documentary about it though, and it made me like cry because it was good. But cup stacking.
Cup stacking.
I don't know what the plot would be, but that would be the foundation. It's cup stacking.
Mm.
Maybe it'd be like a mockumentary, kind of like a style of the 7 Days in Hell, just following
Okay.
different kids or different people.
There are there are always kids who cup stack, right?
I mean, yeah, imagine being 38 and cup stack. Oh man, I'm sorry if there's some out there. Well,
Yeah,
I
the
did. I
avid
think because
cup
I did it when I
stacking.
was a kid. Like, I didn't do it professionally, but that was like it was a big thing whenever I was in elementary. And so we had gym days where we did cup stacking. Did you or no? Is it just me?
That sounds familiar.
It was when
Now
we
that
lived
you
in
say that.
Alaska.
Yeah, that sounds familiar. Now that you say that.
It's a whole thing too. Like I wanted to be good at it, but you have to be fast and coordinated, which two of the things I'm not. And it had like you had like a mat and everything where you like
Yeah, you
yeah,
like
it
tap
times
it to.
you. Mhm.
Yeah, it'd be
Gym,
funny.
gym class, such bullshit. Do you remember when you had to like climb ropes and shit?
Oh, that was the
Why would
worst.
they make us do that?
I don't know. Yeah, the gym's real shitty.
Sorry, that random, but like so
I was
weird.
I was gonna say a part of the mockumentary would be like the cup stacking crew is like looking down on the people who do like the cup song. It's like these
Mm.
posers.
Or that would be like the turning point, or that'd be one of the parts of the documentary and be like, everything was fine, like we had some popularity and, we
Everything was
went to
going well for us,
regionals and then the cup song
and then the cup
came
song
out.
came out.
And then you have the
That would
clip
be
from the
pretty cool.
Pitch Perfect.
Yeah,
No, okay, we have to delete this because we have to make this movie.
yeah. That's funny. Well,
Like nobody's even there when they're like it's writing this movie now, and they're like watching footage. It's like a group of them watching somebody, like videos of people doing it. And they're like, they're like stacking them and unstacking them. Like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
There's no art to it.
There's no there's no point to it, man.
Where are the pyramids? There's no timers.
Yeah.
This is a game to them.
The original pyramids were actually just cups. And then just show like a bunch of Mayans doing cup stacking.
That would be so
That's where it
funny
all
if
began.
like you or like it's something every day, right? You use it every day. You would never think to stack it. And then
It all changed once I flipped the cup.
water came out.
A little bit came out. It all changed once I flipped the cup and started
And it's
stacking them.
who's the Patches O'Houlihan of
I
cup
don't know.
stacking?
That'd be funny.
Well, I mean, it writes itself. It feels like so. There you go.
It all changed once I flipped the
When
cup.
the cup song came out,
Well,
and then they have it. And then they have footage of a competition where they're like about to go, and somebody's like, "Do the cup song."
and he like flips them all. He's like, "Not again!"
It's like, somebody get them out of here. Like there's security that are like rushing them out. You know when people yell stuff during like golf before they're about to go?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
something like that.
That would be funny. I
I
completely.
can't
forgot
even
about
watch
cup stacking.
I can't even watch an Anna Kendrick movie anymore.
Without all I see is the cup song. I got my ticket. Okay. Dodgeball is a great movie. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Please. It's on Prime.
All right. We
I
know what time it is.
I think we do know what time it is.
Is it necessary for me to drink my own urine? Probably not. No. But I do it anyway because it's sterile and I like the taste.
You ready?
It's sudden death. So, as we put on these blindfolds, you might be wondering why.
Oh shit.
It's because we're gonna play a family tree game.
Blindfolded.
Blindfolded.
Because this game needs sight.
Yeah, this game needs a little twist. So the way we're gonna play this game, I can't tell if you have your blindfold on. I have mine.
I do have my blindfold on. Why would I not? It's covering my mouth, but yes.
Okay, so the blindfold. Well, it's sudden death, so we're gonna. The only thing is we're not gonna be able to write things down. We're just gonna.
But we need the theatrics of it all.
The straight mind power that we have to use to get this family tree game going. I'm scared if we pick the same person.
I don't think we did.
Okay, I picked Ben Stiller.
Oh, are we supposed to pick from the movie?
Nah, it's just
Okay, I picked Jennifer Lopez.
Jennifer Lopez.
All right.
Okay, so we have to connect Jennifer Lopez with Ben Stiller. We're gonna leave this uncut, I think.
Oh
'cause
shit.
It's just our
Okay.
brain.
Fuck. Okay.
Okay, Jennifer Lopez. I hope you get one because I don't think I'm gonna get.
I might. Let me see. What is Jennifer Lopez in? I didn't even do research. I just picked her. I'm an idiot. Okay.
If we can't do it, we should work together to do it.
Okay. I think I can do it. I have one movie that has a lot of people in it.
I know which one you're gonna pick, bro. I'm so scared. Normally, I have time to like write stuff out. I
Okay.
contemplate my entire life.
Maybe I should just do it out loud. Should I go first and I can do it out loud?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So Jennifer. Oh wait, but you might steal.
No, I won't. I have a different path.
Okay.
Well, I'm pretty sure.
Jennifer Lopez
Okay.
is in What to Expect When You're Expecting with who do I pick?
I thought you were gonna do Monster and Law.
No. Oh fuck. That's a good one too, but no.
You can't.
No, I'm not going to. This one has more people.
Okay.
Jennifer Lopez is in What to Expect When You're Expecting
Correct.
with Oh fuck. Okay. With Cameron Diaz.
Okay.
I feel like there's a movie that she's in with him, and I'm just not seeing it. Okay. Cameron. Oh, I don't know. Okay, this is gonna have to be a guess.
Sure, we'll look it up once I complete mine.
Cameron Diaz is in There's Something About Mary with Ben Stiller. I don't think he's in it, but we'll go for that.
Okay. So there's a couple of ways I could go. Jennifer Lopez, obviously, and Selena. Go the whole Edward James almost. I don't know what else he's in though.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say good luck with that.
Jennifer Lopez is also in Hustlers. Right.
Ooh, yes.
The thing is, I've never seen Hustlers, so I don't know who else
You've
is
seen
in that.
Hustlers?
I don't know who else is in that movie.
That's a good one though.
So I'm stuck there.
Mm-hmm.
Jane Fonda's in Monster-in-Law, but I don't know what else Jane Fonda's in.
Go from Ben Stiller.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say that. So Ben Stiller. I was gonna go Night in the Museum.
Mm-hmm. Who else
with
is in that?
Owen Wilson.
Oh, okay.
Owen Wilson is in Loki, the TV show
Okay.
with Tom Hiddleston.
Sure is.
Tom Hiddleston. Okay. Tom Hiddleston
Mm-hmm.
is in Avengers with
Okay.
Robert Downey Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Robert Downey Jr. has been in a lot. I just need to connect to Robert Downey Jr. and Jennifer Lopez. If you guys are listening, just yell it so I can hear it.
Send it to your brain.
Okay. Jennifer Lopez is Tiffany Haddish in The Hustlers.
I don't know. I guess we can see. We can check the tapes.
Okay, I'll guess that. I don't know. Then Tiffany Haddish.
I feel like you're just digging it deeper. Like, how are you going to connect? How does that get you closer to Robert Downey Jr.?
I don't know, man. Wait.
Okay. I believe in you.
Hustlers? I don't know who's in Hustlers, man. Okay, what else is Jennifer Lopez in? Yeah, I don't know, man. This is gonna take forever.
Just think about who's in Monster-in-Law. I'll help you out here. Just like who's not just the main, three people, but who else? Like, does she have any friends?
Oh, Will Arnett is in it.
There you go.
Will Arnett is. Can I start over?
I guess so.
Okay. Jennifer Lopez is in Monster-in-Law with Will Arnett.
Mm-hmm.
Will Arnett is in Arrested Development with Jason Bateman. Jason Bateman is in Dodgeball with Ben Stiller.
That's a good one because I didn't even. I was thinking about Adam Scott. No, I forgot Will Arnett was in it. Fuck. Okay.
So that is 1, 2, 3.
I don't know what mine was, but I think you won.
Yours was Cameron Diaz.
No, wait. Oh yeah, Cameron Diaz to Ben. Oh, mine was 2, but I don't think I'm right.
Okay.
Oh, take off the blindfolds.
Let's take off the blindfolds. I feel like a new person.
Wait, wow. I said Jennifer Lopez to Cameron Diaz and then Cameron Diaz to Ben Stiller. I don't think he's in that.
Oh, did you really?
Didn't I?
Yeah.
There's Something About Mary. Is he in it?
He is? Wow. That's messed up. Well, you did help me.
How is that messed up? I helped you.
That's really fucked up, man. Okay.
That's messed up.
Well, I'm glad we got there together. I had a good one, man.
Good old time. All right, what are you gonna watch?
I don't. That's
Let's see. What are you feeling?
I don't care anything, honestly.
I'm trying to see if I should just go with the what I've been doing. Should I do something new?
Up to you. I will say, I was definitely a White Goodman. I got slid across the floor during that sudden death,
Yeah.
and during that part, you could definitely tell it was like he did some voiceover action.
Yeah.
His facial hair is awesome in that movie. I definitely want that. For sure.
I should have picked one. Sorry. Okay, let me see.
Yeah, what the hell? Hurry it up. I also say, down goes Goodman. Like a lot.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It's just like one of those lines that sticks with me.
When do you have a chance to say that?
Anytime something goes down, down goes Goodman. Or like
Okay.
that one part where he's like, I'm like, what did he say? Something about like we're grease monkeys over here. I can't keep control of a ball or something.
Oh yeah.
He throws.
We're sweat like pigs. Something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, there was one. I'm surprised you didn't bring this up, but I guess kind of a teaser for what we might talk about next time. But we both saw Werewolves Within, and the dog's name is Chachi.
Oh.
And I looked over at Sebastian and I said, "Jody loves Chachi."
That was hilarious.
Okay. So I'm actually gonna make you watch something. I don't think you've seen it, but it's a good movie that I want you to watch. It's a gift I will give you. Have you seen a movie called Other People?
No.
On Netflix. There you go. Watch it. I think you'll like it.
Cool.
All right.
2016.
That's it.
Right on.
What a thrilling sudden death match.
Yeah. Happy.
Spy Law.
Yeah. Well, thanks for listening, everyone. We'll see you next time for episode 84.
See ya.
Thank you so much.
Bye.